Hello, my lovely stampers. This is Sandy McManus with needsaribbon.com, and I'm coming to you today to show you our new Pick-a-Punch punches, which replace essentially 3 punches in one. Actually, well, really, there's 6 punches in one if you really want to look at it that. And what they are replacing is our old banner triple punch, which could do 2-inch wide, 1.5-inch wide, and 1-inch wide. If you remember this, it was item 138292, which we had for a number of years. And so they have gone into a different direction. And here is what we have. Now, we have I have to look at the names. The Banners Pick-a-Punch, the Treasured Pick-a-Punch, and the lovely Labels Pick-a-Punch. And if you notice, they all have, so really they are 6, yes, that's right. Sorry, I'm stumbling over my own words, even though I've done this before. You get 2 different punches with each punch, 2 different shapes, I should say, and 3 sizes within each shape, which 3 times 2 is 6. So you get 6 punches in one. And the sizes they cut out are 1 inch, 3/4 inch, and 1/2 inch. And they do fold flat for storage. So because they are replacing 6 punches, which the average cost of a punch is generally around $18, they are very cost effective at $23 for all 6 in one. Folds flat. It's easy to line them up. Let me show you. I'm taking a 1/2-inch strip. We'll feed it into this one. We're going to cover a lot more ground here and short as I can. Easy to line it up. I flip it over to make sure I'm all the way at the back, and boom. Okay, let's keep going. So in general, I measured. They cut off about an 1/8 inch. So that's one thing that I've always struggled with is how much does a punch cut off, especially these long strippy-like ones? How much do they really cut off? Something I struggled with the whole lifetime of this one because of the way it cut. It depended on where you were in the cut. Whereas this one, it's the same no matter what. It is a 1/2 inch off. It just depends on how it cuts it. So there's no loss. It's an 1/8 inch off of whatever, if you're only punching one in, it's 1/8 inch off. Otherwise, it's 1/4 if you do both sides of whatever measured piece of paper you have. It allows you to create any length of punch shape that you want. Layering is a breeze. You do need to cut your paper down. If you're going to layer, you need to cut it down by, like I said, it's 1/4, if you do both sides, 1/4 inch each layer, and you get perfect layering. For example, well, here, let me start to show you. By the way, so this Banners Pick-a-Punch replaces the Banner Triple Punch. Got that? And this other side of it, let's bring that one up. So that one replaces the Banner Triple Punch, and this side replaces the classic Label Punch, which retired, and then this one came in. But even better, and that's punched out with the classic Label Punch, which I know a lot of people loved. But even better, now we can layer. And here's how they look layered. I only did one side so you can see that. So they cut 1 3/4 inch and a 1/2 inch. Here's the item number for the Banners Pick-a-Punch. It is 153608, and again, it is $23 for 6 punches in one. 3 each of 2 styles. So that's the Banners Pick-a-Punch. If you're keeping up, moving that one aside, and I have a lot more to share with you. We have the Treasured Pick-a-Punch, which creates kind of, and again, same idea, just different shapes on the end. It is item 154425, again, $23 for 6 punches in one, 3 each of 2 styles that cut at 1 3/4 inch and 1/2 inch. And here is what those look like on the one side. It kind of reminds me of kind of a Moroccan thing, and maybe that's why they went with treasured. And again, more Middle East Moroccan themed is what comes to mind when I first saw that. So there's what they look like individual, and there's what they look like layered. Pretty darn nifty. Okay, we have one more. That's the treasured Pick-a-Punch. Well, now we have the final one, which is the lovely labels Pick-a-Punch. So we have this shape and we have this shape. The camera's kind of, and that one, they're kind of the same, but this is a more squared off version of the other. And here's what they look like. Again, 6 punches in one for $23, $152,883. And so you get 3 each of 2 styles. So here's one of the 3, here's the other 3, and you can see how it just keeps cutting off those notches. But again, it only cuts off an 1/8 inch on each side because of the way the punch is designed, and I think it's brilliant. Oh my gosh, it makes for figuring out what you need to do so much easier than the old banner triple punch. Again, I messed up so many along the way. A lot of scrap paper went into the recycling bin because I could not figure out my measurements ever. Never mastered that, but I loved the heck out of that punch. So here we have them layered, and again, to do the layering on both sides, it's an 1/8 inch. I don't have I could layer them a lot closer, but I wanted to give an example of what they look like. They definitely could be scooched closer together. And as you can see, because of the way I did it, they're all the same length. I just really wanted to emphasize how that looks. So let's take a look again. Lovely labels. The treasured Pick-a-Punch. And the banners Pick-a-Punch. I love my graphics that I made for this too. Okay, we're gonna keep this one out, and I wanna show you some cool things. So if you have one of these, with all 3 punches, you get 18 total unique shapes between all 3, given the different sizes. And you can make double-sided, and let's just do the banners one. It's just easier. I'll show you an example, but I'll actually do one. So you can make some unique shapes too. I have one here. I have one here where I made this on the banners one, and then this on the that's the lovely labels one. So you can make some really fun shapes. Actually, I'd probably do it that way if I were to place it on something, but you see how you can mix and match too? It is so cool. Or you can make it double-sided. So let's make a few. So I'm going to show you how this works. So I've got paper pre-cut to 1 inch, 3/4 of an inch, and 1/2 inch. So let's make a unique one. Let's use the 1 inch and make sure it's flipped all the way. I still flip my punches over. I want to make sure I'm all the way at the back so that I only cut off 1/8 of an inch. We're going to take it, put it on the other side, and feed it in. And look at that! I made an arrow. I'm so proud of that. Isn't that stinking cool? You could do that in all 3 sizes. So let's mix and match. Let's bring in the treasured Pick-a-Punch. Again, look at those. Does that not make you think Middle East kind of? Moroccan is what it keeps coming to my mind. Okay, so I'm gonna open up both of these just to make it go faster. We'll take the 3/4 inch strip, and we're going to, we'll do the, no, I wanna do, I wanna do it this way. So let's flip it over, make sure we're correct. And then I want that fun point. I'm gonna stick it in my 3/4 inch slot. And look at that, I have a unique shape. Can you imagine layering something like that? You can make your own custom, again, if you get all 3. So they're $23 a piece. I'm doing some fast math while I'm videoing. $69 for all three, but really that's 18 punches. That is one steal of a deal, people. One steal of a deal. So I hope I've showed you some ideas. Again, that's just one side. That's with the lovely labels. You can make your own unique shapes. You can definitely make it, where is it? Two-sided. And I hope I've sold you on this idea of these pick-a-punch, they call them. Again, we have the banner. Lovely labels. No, lovely labels. No, lovely labels. And treasured. Treasure, like a gold treasure. Yeah. But again, they replace what was this, which was always hard to size, especially if you want to layer. They've made it easier. Yes, they're a little bit smaller, but boy, you get a lot more bang for your buck with this because you get the 2 different shapes, really 6 different shapes. And I hope I've talked you into considering putting these on your next order. Again, the banners one cuts out these shapes, 153608 for $23, 6 punches in one, at 1 inch, 3/4 inch, 1/2 inch. The next one, the treasured one, cuts out those Moroccan themed shapes. And the lovely labels is more of the kind of romantic shapes. And you can mix and match between them. And you don't have to cut out both ends, but it makes layering, it makes everything a breeze. So that is what I wanted to show you today. Again, my name is Sandy, and you may find me at needsaribbon.com. See you soon.